So I come to this place grateful because this is far different than what I expected of myself. Why? Because I had absolutely no vision. The Bible's pretty clear. And I don't know what anybody believes, but here's what I'll tell you. Whether you're a believer or not, that doesn't matter. The power is still in the principle. The principle said where there is no vision,
Hey.
the people
He talking
will
good.
perish. And so when I had no vision, you know what I was doing day by day? Day in, day out, day in, day out, I was perishing.
Woo.
Oh, let me put it to y'all how y'all understand it. Y'all understand it as surviving. See, that's what I was doing. Day in, day out, I had no vision. I was just surviving. I changed a little bit, was going to work, got a little job, but I was still surviving. Why? Because I had absolutely no vision. And as an entrepreneur, if you don't have anything else, when you don't have anything else, when you don't have anything else, when you don't have the money, you don't have the finance, you don't have the people, you don't have the connections, you don't have people that surround you or support you, there's one thing that is imperative. It is the most important thing that you must have. If you don't have it, you're not an entrepreneur.
Amen.
Don't get it twisted. If you don't have vision, that means you ought to be able to look in a blank room and see possibilities.
Yep.
See, that's so very different, and that's so very unique to entrepreneurs. Because entrepreneurs look at things very, very different. Why? Because they have vision. There are people who will discourage you. Now, let me talk, because y'all know this is true. When you're an entrepreneur and you start telling people about your thoughts, your ideas, and your dreams, the very first thing people are like, oh, you doing what? Why are you doing that? Girl, you better get you a job. Man, you better go on and get you a job somewhere. Man. And as soon as something don't go away, people don't think it, or you think it should go. I told you. You should go on and get you a job. Stop with that old foolishness, entrepreneur and all that kind of stuff. I know it's a good idea, but you should just go get you a job. And that is always the conversation from somebody who doesn't have vision. So please understand, don't expect everybody to see what you see. Please don't expect people to see what you see.
That's right.
So when you come from a place of no vision, there's one step up. There's one step up. So when you have no vision, and sometimes it's just me and being around the right people. That's what happened for me. It was being around the right people who encouraged me, people who supported me. And so what that allowed me to do move from having absolutely no vision, it helped me to move from a place where I was just surviving. It helped me to move to a place that's called a small vision. It helped me to move to a place called a small vision. I'm past the point of survival now. I'm starting to live a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm learning to live a little bit. And it's a small vision, right? And sometimes that's all you need. That is all you need, is to be able to look and see what other people do not see. Because here's, how does the quote go? That in order to have what you never had before, you've got to do what you've never done before, right? And so if you watch other people follow this same pattern, the same day in, day out work, retire. You watch other people follow that same pattern. And at the end, they retire, or they get close enough to retire and they cut their retirement benefits and just kind of leave them strung out. If you follow that same pattern, what do you think might happen to you in the end? Do you think the same thing could happen to you? Well, let me ask you something. If I got out here on Route 4, and if I took Route 4, if I took it north, do you think if you follow me north, you're going to end up in a different direction than I am?
No.
Absolutely not. So why are you sharing my vision? You see, why are you going to follow me? If you see what I'm doing day in and day out is not working, why are you going to follow my vision? In the very least, a small vision is a vision of your own to have something different. That's what you must have. That's the first step up. From a place of just surviving, you must get a small vision. That small vision is a small window into what's possible. That's what it is. It's a small window to what's possible. And for every entrepreneur, it is the most important thing that they must have. You must have a vision. I don't care who you are or what you do. But what is a vision? A vision is being able to see what it is that you dream about manifest and seeing it right now as if it is the way that it is. Or seeing where it is that you want to be right now, even though you're not there. It is being able to see, even to be able to feel and to talk and to smell. You're the person inside your vision, you actually live there. But let me get you a little deeper, because a vision is more than that. A vision is more than that. It's more than just looking at it, right? Because what separates a vision from a dream, especially from the standpoint of an entrepreneur, see, the difference between a dreamer and a visionary is that, see, when a dreamer gets up from their sleep, all they do is talk about a dream. Man, I had a good dream last night. But those with a vision get up and start building what they saw. See, there's a difference. There's some people you're going to meet and all they ever talk about is what they dreamed about, what they saw, what they want, but they're not building anything to have what it is that they say that they want.
That's so true.
That's a dreamer, not a visionary. Let's be real clear.
That's so true.
There's a difference between a dreamer and a visionary. Listen, you did this tonight. Why? Because you had vision. See, just because it don't look like what people describe success as, success oftentimes, especially in your vision, could just simply be the point of doing what it is you set out to do.
That's right.
Sometimes in our visions, we look for the big milestones, and that's the only place we celebrate. But we've got to learn to celebrate when we have just when we've moved the mark just a little bit. Because that's progress. You've got to be able to celebrate your progress in your vision. Why? Because that encourages the vision. So here's what you do. When you get to a milestone, look at back where you came from. Look where you came from now. Look back and go, you know what? Listen, I may not be there, but I'm not here either.
That's right.
So I'm a lot closer to where I'm going than where I was. I can celebrate that small vision, that small victory. I can celebrate that. And that inspired me to say, you know what? If I just double the effort, listen. So if what I did got me from here to here, what if I doubled my effort? What if I would that double the leap that I made? Will that double the number of connections that I made? But you've got to be able to see first. One of the most important things about vision is that you can never have more than what you see. We're visual people now. Let's be realistic. Our vision is what drives us. It is what drives our perception. It controls what we do. A lot of times what we're fearful of, what we move. We move, why? Because of our vision. It's because of what we see. It is our perception. You can never possess more than what you see. Oh, what did I want to talk to you about tonight? Did I want to talk to you about having just a vision? Did I want to talk to you about having a small vision? No. But a small vision is okay. But it's got to draw back. A small vision is okay. It's good to have a small vision. It's a place to start, but it's got to draw back. A small vision is really just a stepping stone, but the drawback is major. Now see, if all you kept was a small vision, and see, most time people keep a small vision because it's comfortable. It ain't gonna require a whole lot. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm doing just enough. And I'm comfortable here. I like this right here, because I ain't gotta do too much. I'm doing something. I'm doing more than what I was. But I'm comfortable though. So this is my comfort zone. I like this. There's nothing more dangerous in all the world to an entrepreneur than your comfort zone. There is nothing more dangerous in all the world to an entrepreneur than their comfort zone.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
See, the thing about your small vision, and when you have that, make up this comfort zone, what tends to happen is, over time, a small vision yields dividends over time. A small vision yields dividends over time. So the longer you operate within your comfort zone, within your small vision, over time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, it's like compound interest. At the end, the small vision is going to pay off, but in a way you don't expect. You see, when you get down 20 to 30 years into working within a small vision, within your comfort zone, your payoff, your compound interest, you get a big fat check called regret. Because you get to a place wondering, wait a minute, man. I spent all this time right here. I wish, man, if I could just go back, I would have done more, because if I went back and I did more, I could have had more. Dad, if I just had something other than a small vision, if I just was equipped with something different other than a small vision, well, why? Well, what would I need? What will make the difference? What I really want to talk to you tonight about, not just any kind of vision, not no vision, not small vision, but a big vision. See, because a big vision pays dividends too. One of the things I would love to, if I use one of these containers, and I'm an illustrator, so let me illustrate. So, if I use one of these containers, and I want you to see that in this. So, here is your small vision. That's your small vision. What I'm trying to talk to you about tonight is, instead of having a small vision, upsize your vision. Because the thing of it is, your small vision has limited capacity.
That's right.
Your small vision, it's bigger than no vision, right? It's bigger than no vision, but it's limited in capacity.
Yep.
Oh, and if y'all in church, y'all be saying, oh, my cup runneth over, but your small cup runneth over. I'm sorry. Your small cup runneth over. Let me. So now, if I take that same effort, that same energy, that same drive, that same passion, and I put that into a bigger vision, and it begin to reap the rewards of a... Now, at the end of my life, yeah, I may have some regrets as to not having the full cup of the big vision. But how big will my regrets be if this is all my vision was? If that was all my vision was? You see, a small vision is directly connected to small things. A small vision is directly connected to small things. A small vision is connected to small revenue, small groups, small connections, small growth. It has a connection. Small. Everything is small except the regrets are big. That's the craziest thing about a small vision. Everything else about it, everything, the people you meet, it will be smaller people. Why? Because these are people that are in your comfort zone. You ain't gonna go but so far, because these people are right here in your comfort zone. You ain't gonna go but so far. Let me show you something. Let me show you a game changer. See, a big vision is a game changer. Let me. You see, when I have a small vision, I can operate within a small circle. And so as long as I have a small vision, I may not even need nobody. I can do my small vision all by myself.
True.
As long as it's just my vision small, I can handle this. I got it. I'm comfortable. I'm cool. But see, here's the deal. A big vision you can't do by yourself, and you don't do it for yourself. Let me run that back. So with a small vision, you can do by yourself and you can do it for yourself. And let me classify this now. If all of your vision is only about you, it is a small vision.
Yep.
If the only benefactor of your vision is you, it's a small vision. Oh, but a big vision now is different.
Oh my God.
When you have a big vision, it's bigger than what you can handle alone. It's bigger because it's not just about you. It becomes now about the team. It now becomes about your family. It becomes now about your daughter. A big vision is bigger than you see. So it's more than just about you and what you want, but it's now about a team and about your family and about your future. A big vision is about the future. A small vision may only be about right now. Just enough. Just beyond surviving, but just enough. And what I want you to get over tonight is about having a big vision. But a big vision has its drawbacks too. It has its drawbacks. I say that because one of the things as entrepreneurs in a big vision, if we got a big vision, that means we can't do it alone. Then that means we need other people. And sometimes that's the problem. Because sometimes people don't show up.
Yep.
Let me show you though. No, you're right, some people. The people that don't show up are the people with small vision and no vision. What you need to be connected with, you see. And one of the ways you can tell where people have that big vision, they show up. See, tonight is bigger than a success than you think.
The truth.
Because you get an opportunity to see that when times are different, who shows up? You got an idea of what numbers you can call and people show up. It's bigger than what it looks like. But if you had a room full of people, you wouldn't be able to tell the big from the small. Now see, you blow up, the room will be packed because everybody will want to be in once you blow up.
Yep.
And then you can't tell who's who.
Yep.
Woo! But the ground floor helps you to identify who's big and who's small.
Preach, brother.
And when I got a big vision, I need big people to bring about big dreams,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
to bring big connections, and bring big dollars and big change
Wow.
for my big vision.
Oh yeah.
And my big vision ain't got room for small folk.
Come on.
That's
now.
right.
So I needed to know where they at. Woo! Tonight you needed to know where they at. You needed to know where the small visionaries are. Yeah. Because if they won't show up at this level.
Oh, have mercy.
So this is a little bit of advice here now. So I'll give you a little bit of advice. If they won't show up at this level, don't you dare call their number at the next level. What they've helped you to identify what numbers you don't call.
That's right.
Yep. That's right, man.
Because they don't have a big vision.
That's real. That's real.
They don't have a big vision. Big visions are connected to big things with one exception. When you have a big vision, you have a big pursuit, big drive, and big goals, big dreams. But when you've pursued the big vision, you'll walk out of this life with small regrets. Because you know. See, in basketball, and even in football, what the guy says, you know what, man? We lost, but I left it all out there. See, people with a small vision can't say I left it all out there. See, the person with the big vision said, no, it may didn't go like I wanted to, but I left it all out there on the field. I gave it all I had. And even if you only do a quarter of your big vision, it may be bigger, twice the size of 100% of your small vision.
Yep. That's right.
Think bigger. Because when you start to think bigger, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And once you get out of your comfort zone, if I use these little marks on the ground, and sometimes when you get out of your comfort zone, you start to meet people. And along the way in the big vision, you'll meet people who are called game changers.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't meet game changers in a small vision. You see?
Yep.
Because it's like territory. And if all you do is occupy small territory, well, let me explain something to you. Other people with big visions ain't inside of small territory.
That's right.
They ain't where you are. So in order for you to access other people with big ideas and big dreams, you got to move on over to this big vision. And then you start to run with other big dogs with big visions. Be very clear that as an entrepreneur, you can never have more than what you can see. You can never have more than what you can see. Every now and again, when we go to get our physical, they always want to check our vision. Because over time, your vision can change. And over time, your vision does change. And every entrepreneur, over time, ought to check your vision. Because as time goes on, maybe what once was a big vision now is small again. Check your vision. Make sure you got the right people around you to get where you're going.
Yep.
Things like this, when you're on the ground floor, is the coolest place in the world because you know who's real and what's real.
That's right.
By the time you grow, you won't be able to tell this person from that person, this person from that person. But don't forget what you've learned here tonight. Not what I've said, but what you've seen. Look around and see, when you're on the ground floor, who shows up. Those are the people that you call. When your elevator goes up, see, those are the people. See, far too many people, athletes and all of them, they take people ride with them that ain't even supposed to go. And we begin to take, entrepreneurs do it too. They take people with them who never intended upon going in the first place.
Yeah.
They never, so listen, you done took somebody with small ideas, small behavior, small attitude into your big dreams, your big goals, your big ideas, your big opportunities, and you start wondering why they acting small. You dragged them someplace they didn't want to be in the first place.
Come on, brother.
Yep.
They were comfortable as long as things were small.
Oh, man. Come on, brother.
See it every day.
You got to have a big vision. And as your vision gets bigger, it will help you to identify very clearly who should be with you and who shouldn't. Those people who supported you on the ground floor, those people who were with you in the beginning, those are the people you know ride out with you. That's what this is about. Appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to me tonight.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome.
Upside. God bless you and keep you.
Brother,
Thank y'all.
I got you.
Great words.